For more on this story, let's cross live to our colleague Simphiwe Makhanya in Durban. A very good morning to you, Simphiwe. You just mentioned in the headline that Ms. Zandile Gumede has already arrived. What's been happening this morning?
To you as well as to the viewers of the agenda at home. Well, certainly some of those key accused in this corruption matter are already inside court. I'm talking about the former eThekwini mayor, that's Zandile Gumede, as well as the former eThekwini city manager, Simphiwe Makhanya. I'm just going to step out of the shot just for a little while and ask my colleague Tulani Ngcobo to give you a sense of what is currently happening here outside the Durban High Court. A hive of activity already. You know, there's a strong police presence as well as the supporters of former, eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede, who have already started gathering here outside the Durban High Court. You'd recall, Desiree, that this matter is essentially about that multi-million rand Durban solid waste tender, which was issued by the eThekwini municipality when the former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede was still the mayor of eThekwini municipality at that time. It's been years now since she was arrested, and we are expecting today that the pre-trial will commence here at the Durban High Court. But let's speak to Mr. Njabulo Mchunu, who speaks on behalf of Zandile Gumede supporters, just to get a sense of the emotions at this very moment. Mr. Mchunu, thank you very much for your time. More than 2 years since the former mayor was arrested. I'm sure you'd be glad that the pre-trial is now beginning to unfold.
Good morning to you, Makhanya, and the viewers at home. Look, what we have been always saying over the past 2 years and close to 3 years now. Initially, when this trial began, we said one thing, that we actually not of the view that the Hawks should have arrested then investigated later, because that really delays delays justice, and this is what has happened over the years. She has been dragged through courts for the past close to 3 years now, and understanding that Mam Zandile Gumede is an elderly, that is one, but two, she is a leader of the society, and the organization that she is leading is an organization that believes in transparency and accountability. Hence, you will remember that she has been on the step-aside rule for the past close to 3 years now. You see, so it has hindered her in so many things in life that she was supposed to progress in, and also deliver services to the people of eThekwini and people of KZN.
I'm sure you'd be pleased, though, Mr. Mchunu, to know that the pre-trial processes are now beginning, because over the past 2 years or so, the former mayor has in the past been saying that these charges are politically motivated and she has done nothing wrong, but now the processes are really starting to unfold and she has to prove her innocence.
Yes, we are very pleased. In fact, we have to. It's worth noting that it was us who has pushed the court since, if you remember that in her last court appearance in November, it was not because she was not ready. It was because of the co-accused lawyers that were not ready. So we have pushed, and we are very happy that now she is going to stand before the court of law and prove her innocence. And branches of eThekwini will be able. She will be able, one, to clear her name, and also branches of eThekwini will be able to nominate her and elect her to whatever position that they see her fit for.
Speaking of the ANC branches here in eThekwini, the regional conference is expected to take place in less than 2 weeks from now. In terms of that, are you not perhaps worried that these charges may actually, put her in a negative light come the regional conference of eThekwini?
You see, Makhanya, that is what we have been saying all along, that these charges are politically motivated, because it was started, if you will recall correctly, firstly it was she was arrested, then the disbandment of the regional executive committee of eThekwini. Now, close to conference, we have been the conference has been dragging for quite too long now. the case has not even begun. So already it's training, because branches that are supposed to be, because when you go for conferences in the ANC, we lobby each other, we canvass for each other. So the branches that actually, the energies that we are putting here, it's the energies that we are supposed to be investing in lobbying one another for the upcoming elective conference, but we are putting it, we are now wasting it in the courts. But we are not, but we are undermined that obviously she will prove her innocence and she will be elected into leading eThekwini region again.
Outside, I saw a marquee erected. Is she going to be addressing some of her supporters who are going to be outside court today?
Branches of eThekwini, they are fine with only seeing her. If she wants to come out and address them, she will come. But there will be addresses, that there will be some leadership that will come and address the ANC branches that are outside there on the marquee.
Mr. Mchunu, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you so much.
That's Mr. Njabulo Mchunu, who speaks on behalf of former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede supporters, saying that as the ANC in this region, some of the branches are still very much behind her, and they do believe that these charges are politically motivated. But of course, all of the evidence will have to be tabled before this very court where we are coming to you from, Desiree, where she, together with about 21 co-accused, are going to be facing more than 2,000 charges of corruption, racketeering and fraud. And over the past 2 years since her arrest, she has been maintaining her innocence, saying that she is ready for the court to actually begin so she can prove her innocence. And of course, we know that in about 2 weeks from now, the eThekwini Regional Conference, where she is a former chairperson, is expected to sit. And by all indications, some of the supporters here are saying that she will also be nominated to actually, be the chairperson of the biggest region of eThekwini when it comes to the African National Congress. But in terms of the proceedings now, we are expecting the pre-trial processes to begin today, set down for 2 days, and we will hear inside the courtroom what will then unfold. It's back to you in studio, Desiree.
Simphiwe, you're talking about the pre-trial proceedings just in terms of anticipating what will unfold today. Previous coverage of this trial has been that in the mornings they come in and in an hour they are out. Are we expecting it to last through the day today? Are the processes going to get underway in earnest?
It's really not clear, Desiree, because if you recall, the NPA, the National Prosecuting Authority, has been asking for one postponement after another when it comes to this trial. That's why, it has dragged on for more than 2 years, and the trial has not commenced since her arrest, and she remains on a 50,000 rand bail. But in terms of the anticipation, we are expecting that the pre-trial processes will unfold today, set down for 2 days, which is today and tomorrow. So it looks like, it's going to be a long day here outside the Durban Magistrates Court, Desiree.
Well, that stands to be seen. Thank you so much, Simphiwe Makhanya, for setting the scene for us. And as soon as we're able to, we'll be taking you back to KZN.